Well, indeed, we're switching gears now from honoring the memory of martyrs now to talking about, I believe this is a conversation that will stretch very well into the next segment. But right now we're being joined by Mr. Inebi Shuaibu Onucheyo, who's the Director of Product Certification at the Standards Organization of Nigeria. And we're going to be talking about certifying products. We know that this period has been quite, tough for many Nigerians. The economy is tough. Things are a little rough. And at the end of the day, whatever it is that you're buying, you want to make sure that you're getting the value's worth of your money, knowing that it has been certified and it's something that is going to duly last you. But there have been complaints in recent times. And I know that you have also been issuing messages to producers of products, of commodities within the country, to upgrade their game, otherwise you're going to come down hard on them. How have they been taking that particular warning from the SON? Perhaps I should start by saying good morning and welcome to the program. So yes, you want to quickly tell us how they have been taking that particular warning from the Standards Organization of Nigeria.
Well, before I go into the warning, I want Nigerians to know about the program we have put in place to take care of substandard products coming into Nigeria. Number one, we have the SUNCAP program, which is to take care of imported products, which is running now. And then we have the MANCAP, Mandatory Conformity Assessment for locally manufactured products. That any product manufactured in Nigeria, before it goes into the market, you must be certified to this program. And then recently we launched what we call Product Authentication Mark. This one gives opportunity to the consumer to even confirm the authenticity of the product right in the shop before you pay. So if any responsible businessman goes through this protocol, I'm sure we will not find substandard product in our market. But you know what happens. A lot of people want to cut corners. So that is what the challenge we are battling with now. And that is why we are telling Nigerians, you have to work with us. We cannot do this alone because we are not everywhere. We want everybody to work with us. You see something that is not good, contact us. We'll take action immediately.
So I think that's where I wanted to go to with this conversation. Yes. When people see a product that is substandard, they should just call. But you see, there's a proliferation of substandard products right now, especially with the economic crunch that we're going through right now. People are manufacturing all kinds of things and throwing it into the market, leaving the consumer unprotected from these substandard products. I've heard of the projects that you have going on right now and plans that you have. But when it comes to the proliferation, and it actually ties to that first question I'm out there asked, which has to do with how manufacturers are taking these warnings from your office. What are we looking at? And how should we be handling it? What is protecting the Nigerian people from these proliferation of all kinds of fake products in the market right now?
Well, I will take it this way. Because if you look at, let's start from imported products. Number one, we have a lot of unmanned borders. It's a national issue. And I want to believe that at the relevant quarter, discussion is ongoing right now. I think at the right time, we'll hear whatever they have come up with. That is one. Two, we do what we call market surveillance, which is one of the elements of conformity assessment right now globally. So we are every day in the market, tracing product from market to warehouse. You know how cumbersome is that? And in the whole of this organization, we are just 1,500. And that is why we are appealing to Nigerians. If you see something in any particular place, you know it's not good, let us know. We are in the market almost every day doing market surveillance, tracing product from market to warehouse. Sometimes before you get to know the warehouse, the product is finished.
I've seen these surveillance projects. Let me put programs that from your office. It's not just your office, that the NAFDAC does the same thing. So what usually happens when we go on these raids, so to speak, they will hear that there's substandard products in a particular place. You raid the place, we pick up the shop boy. Where is the Oga? That's what Nigerians are always trying to find out. Where are the main people? And you're talking a lot about importation. And from the borders, we have people that are manufacturing things in their houses.
We do. We do too, even for locally manufactured products.
Yes.
That one is worse because we prosecute them. Some people, as we speak, are in prison. Yes. Some people, we have a lot of cases in court as we speak. So that is to tell you the much we are doing.
I mean, when you say people are, sorry to cut in. When you say people are in prison, I want to be able to get a figure. Just for my own mind.
I won't be able to give you the exact figure here now.
So we're talking about maybe in the last 2 years, because the proliferation really started.
I can give you an example. Take, for instance, we got an intelligence report that somebody was adulterating engine oil somewhere around Apapa. And when we got there, we actually saw this thing, putting this big drum, boiling it. They have all the packaging material for all the known engine oil manufacturers that you know, Mobil, all of them. And they were packaging them. We have to confiscate everything that we made there and then prosecute them. They went to jail. I'm sure they are still there. They have not finished their term. So those is one of those numerous cases that we are trying to resolve. It's a big challenge in Nigeria. That is the truth.
Your office is actually a very important office. You're the Director of Product Certification.
Yes.
That is a very, very, it's like nothing goes through without your office actually certifying it fit for the Nigerian market. How big is it? I mean, how many offices do you have? Because we know that NAFDAC has been talking to us in recent times, and they have said that they're grossly understaffed. They're clearly not enough.
We are more understaffed even than NAFDAC. We are 1,500 staff in the whole of Nigeria.
That's the whole of Standards Organization?
Yes.
Or just your own directorate?
No. The whole of SON, 1,500 staff.
How is that? How has that been? So can we take it for granted that a lot of people are, looking to do the right things? Have there been incentives, for people to do the right things? Or have you found a situation whereby people say,
you see,
well,
when it comes to looking at quality, quality is not cheap. Let's tell ourselves the truth.
It is true.
To do it right, to go through the right conformity assessment protocol, to ensure you get your product right, is a whole lot of journey. Laboratory analysis, you have to pay for this, pay for that, and all. Get the right equipment in your lab to make sure you test it in situ while producing. Or if you don't have, use a third-party lab, definitely you pay. So those are all the corners they want to cut, get this into the market in a substandard form, and that is what we are battling with. We have offices in all the states of the Federation, but I can tell you that in some state office, we have like 3-4 staff there, which is not enough for a state. If you must adequately cover the state to bring out what we are talking about.
Yeah, but what I'm looking at is a situation whereby you're rewarding those who are taking initiative to, follow the processes, without even being pursued.
People give us information.
No, not the people who give you information about those who are doing the wrong things.
Okay.
I mean those businesses that are actually going out of their way to do the right things without being forced, without being coerced. Do you have a plan whereby you actually, I know that we usually issue this ISO, this is a certification.
That is certification.
That's a
System certification.
Yes, but you also have small businesses, perhaps those who are struggling to produce whatever it is they're producing at that level.
Are you talking of MSMEs?
MSMEs.
MSME, we have a program for them. In short, we have a DEX for MSME, which is managed by a deputy director. And we have a robust program for them. We have done a lot of things to support them, giving them like free consultation, free certification, free training to make sure we migrate them to the next level.
Okay, so there is something in place for MSMEs.
Yes.
I know that you were also, told to leave the borders, which is one of the areas where Standards Organization of Nigeria. Yes, and people think that you should not be there. I think even from the Office of the Ease of Doing Business, they believe that, SON should not be there. They believe NAFDAC should not be there, so as to ease and, quicken the things, the turnaround time at the ports. But how have you been able to do your job to ensure that the things that are coming into Nigeria, because NAFDAC says, well, they don't have to be there, honestly. They don't have to be there, really, as long as importers are able to follow due process and they're able to certify that. Is that the same thing for Standards Organization?
Right. If importers are following the right protocols, we don't need to be there. We don't need to be there. But they are not following the right protocols. And that is why we have to do more of market surveillance to get some of these products. But again, the danger in that is if they were able to successfully get it to their warehouse before we got to get the information, maybe before you get to the warehouse, it's finished. You can only arrest the person, even though you call for recall. How many people obey recall, publication?
I have never heard SON, call for recall before.
We do.
On what products?
We do. Some products we have done in the past.
Can you mention one?
Like cable, we have done in cable, but eventually we couldn't trace anything. They were able to prove to us that the thing was taken to the West African sub-region, that it was not sold in the Nigeria market.
Well, I did say that this is a conversation that will continue in the next segment of the program. It will be continued on Business Morning on Sunrise Daily, which will be coming up shortly. Well, we have to thank you so much, Mr. Enibi Shuaibu Onucheyo, who's the Director of Product Certification Standards Organization of Nigeria, for speaking to us this morning.
Thank you very much.
Well, we'll take a break at this moment, and very soon, Sunrise Daily on Business Morning on Sunrise Daily is next. Please stay with us.